Hi guys, in this video we're going to be talking about a very important topic in yoga as well as Bhagavad Gita, and that is about Pranayama, known as breath control. Now you see, the Bhagavad Gita as well as yoga gives a lot of emphasis on this particular division of yoga, as it is realized as one of the sole factors of how we can realize our true inner potential. Now before we get into that, I'm going to share two stories, one of mine personally and another one which says why we should perform pranayama and can learn to control our breath, which in turn can help us control ourselves. I for one practice this particular portion of yoga known as pranayama exactly for 5 days straight, 20 minutes each day. Now I'm not going to say after I did it for 5 days, I realized the vision of the Supreme and found the light and saw it, but I realized something very, very subtle which we wouldn't normally realize. Now, when we talk about this human body, it is designed like a machine. And this human body is designed to realize that we cannot control everything in this world. And the only thing that we can control is our breath. And when I practiced breath control for 5 days, without me realizing, I felt a sense of confidence when I did it. That could be natural or that could be the way our human body is designed, but that is the explanation of what it is as per the Bhagavad Gita, where it says, when you control the controllable, that is when you will start to understand what the uncontrollable really means. And that is where it brings me to my second story, where I talk about a man who has not yet even mastered the art of self-control in a course of a person's life. Now in this story, there is a young man who is cheerful, who is energetic, and is attending a party during one particular night. So in this party, he is a kind of a person who is very jovial, who wants to talk to new people and see and observe what are the positive and negative traits present in every individual. So he is full of life. So he is trying to make friends with a lot of people in the party and trying to get to know more people and understand about them. So during the party, as it is going on late into the night, an old man collapses to the floor because he had suffered from a heart attack. Now all the people rush towards the old man. By the time one guy goes and calls the ambulance, so there's a lot of commotion that is happening. So this young man rushes towards this old man, moves the crowd away, carries this old man on his shoulder and runs towards the reception as the ambulance is arriving towards the hotel. And he finds a way on how he can send him towards the ambulance onto the hospital. So this young man is full of life and he comes back to the party hall to a standing ovation from all the people who are attending the party. But here's the catch. There was one doctor who was present in the crowd. So this doctor called this young man towards him and asked him a question. Now, what exactly happened here? What was the commotion all about? To which the young man said, there was an old man who had a heart attack and I helped him get to the ambulance much quicker than what it would have actually taken. So the doctor looked at him and asked him a very simple question. So do you think you actually helped the old man? The young man authoritatively said yes. To which the doctor smiled and told a very, very cheeky response where he said, I admire the pride you take in your ignorance and the way you perform it. The young man didn't exactly understand what the doctor said. The doctor had mentioned later that any person who suffers from an heart attack is a person who has a very high heart rate. And if you carry such a person and run towards the reception or for a longer period, you are actually causing more damage to that individual than actually helping that person. The young man was completely clueless at this. All he wanted to do was help. He genuinely did not realize what are the repercussions of the act that he performs. And that is what pranayama is all about. Knowing what to do at what time to do. Just because you have the ability to help someone doesn't mean you actually do it. You have to first check whether you're capable of performing a help that would help a person. As the ancient saying goes, it is better not to help anyone and cause no disturbance than to help someone and create a commotion and make that person's life a living hell. So here, the reason I compare this story with pranayama is because many people or anyone in life, they would come across a various section of people and have to make a lot of decisions in their life, in every walk of their life. During this process, we have two choices towards everything. We can either accept the situation or we can either refrain from the situation. Now through pranayama, where you first master to control your breath, later that is transferred in how you make your decisions in your daily life. It is simply the theory of reacting to a situation and responding to a situation. In this story, the young man reacted impulsively, and that is what pranayama tries to negate. That is to remove impulsive reaction to a particular situation and focus on responding to a task by thinking about it first and valuing its pros and cons before taking the next step. Now, pranayama as a whole is a very simple process. You have a series of exercises, but the most common and popular one is inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide. You see, this one particular thing is present in every minute of the day of a person's life. We meet so many people, and different people have positive traits, different people have negative traits. Now, just like while we are practicing breath control, when we inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, when we meet every person, if we inhale the positive traits and exhale the negative traits, just think about how blissful our life would be. And this is what self-control is all about as per the Bhagavad Gita. Now in Bhagavad Gita it says, only when you practice breath control will you be able to reach towards that point. Now granted, some people are natural at practicing self-control without the use of pranayama. But we should also understand, not everybody has such a gift of naturally being good at everything. And that's why the Bhagavad Gita offers a proper alternative to practicing breath control. And that's the theme of these verses in the Bhagavad Gita. And a wrap to this particular episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do give the thumbs up button. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, thank you for watching. And until next episode, it is goodbye.